Romance is deserved and it's earned. You shouldn't be wined and dined just because. Just because you're a female, just because you're you, just because you're special. That is using men. You're using men because you want to feel special. You're using men because you think this is something that men should do for you just because you're you. And in all honesty, that's not what romance should be. It's not what romance is. That's something that is, unfortunately, gynocentrism of the West, meaning that's too much focus on pleasing women. And that's not really something that real men do, just because you're a woman, just because I'm trying to impress you doesn't mean I'm going to go out and spend money on you or plan some elaborate date. And this is what women want, but they don't realize that they don't deserve it. If you're riding the cock carousel, if you're out just sleeping with dude after dude after dude at the drop of a hat, if you're just looking for reasons to fuck a guy, you don't deserve being romanced. Romance is something that is strictly for relationships. If you're in a relationship with somebody and you're being faithful to that person, yeah, he should maybe treat you special, and you should treat him special right back. He maybe should plan dates for you and be romantic, and maybe you should do the same thing right back. But to act like, oh yeah, I'm just here. Well, what are you bringing to the table? Oh, my vagina that's been ran through 50 times in the last 5 years by 50 different guys or more. I mean, something's wrong with you. Something is wrong with your mind. Something's wrong with your brain. Like, who raised you to think that way? And I just think that's a sick society. That's a sad society who gives women gifts and makes them feel special, irregardless of their behavior. I mean, that's something's that's iffy. That's an iffy one. So I think I've seen this a lot. I've seen women who I would say take advantage of their privilege in a way. I mean, also you cheapen it yourself. You cheapen it yourself. Like, are you sure that's really a romantic scenario? Just some guy taking you out on a random date, and you think like, oh, I'm gonna feel special, and da, da, da. It's like, well, are you sure? Are you sure you earned that? You know what I mean? It's like, no. I mean, if you've been out fucking and sucking every dude who hits on you, like, I don't think you've really earned much there. I think that if anything, you're getting lucky that anybody takes you out, and you should feel guilty. You should feel guilty that you're lying to the current guy that you're with and not telling him how many guys you fucked and how many guys you've slept with in the last few years. And to pretend and delude yourself into thinking that you somehow deserve that is that's just sad, really. So I see this with girls that they want guys to be romantic with them, and it's just like, bitch, you don't deserve it. I'll be romantic with somebody who's faithful. I'll be romantic with somebody who waited for love and chose me based on, real shit. Like, she's really genuinely interested in me, and she hasn't been giving her pussy out for rent for the last 5 years, and she's interested in me for a long-term relationship. That's what a real date is. That's what real romance is. As opposed to like, oh, I'm just going to go on Match.com or whatever fucking dating site and just meet some random dude and he's going to take me on a date and then I'll feel special. Like, there ain't nothing special about that. There's nothing special about that. That's just you taking advantage of some stupid ass men. That's just some dumb men who maybe even might be using that date and that quote unquote romance to try to get into your pants, which you probably would let them do. And that's just you playing a game. That's just you being, you know, being tricky. That's just you being, you know, you kind of conveying your little dream onto somebody else. Like, that's not even I don't even view that as a real date. I just view that as a financial transaction and you just taking advantage of it. Like if I walked into a burger joint and someone was like, here, you can have my burger. Like I wouldn't feel like I earned that. I'd just be like, okay, great. Well, you sure you don't want it? Like, okay, I guess, like, it's a free burger and you haven't eaten it or whatever, but I didn't earn it. But if I walked into a burger joint and I was like, I want to order a burger with the money that I made, like, yeah, I'd feel, and I sit down and I eat that burger and I'd feel accomplished. I'd be like, yeah, I earned this burger because I went out and I worked and I got the money, and now I could sit down in this restaurant like a real man and eat this burger, and I don't have to have someone pay for my burger. Well, it's the same scenario with this romantic type dates that you think you're going on. If you go on a date, if you keep yourself single and you keep yourself fresh and normal, meaning you ain't sucking and fucking every dude who comes along, and you don't got 3 guys in your phone in rotation that you're sucking and fucking, and a guy comes along and he's like, wow, this girl seems really chill, she seems really you know, like I could actually have a real relationship with her and there's no games here, and he offers to take you on a date. That's like, yeah, you've earned that. Like, yes, I am that girl. I am gonna, you know, I am responsible girl. I am a girl who's worthy of dating because I haven't loaned out my vagina to a bunch of different guys because I was horny or because they had good game and I was attracted to them, and I just wanted some dick, you know? And it's like, when you do that, you just, you ruin yourself. You cheapen up the whole scenario. I've had girls in the past who have expected me to take them on dates and have expected me to kind of impress them and romance them and wine and dine them. And I'm just like, bitch, I fucked you on the first date. I fucked you on the first time we ever hung out. Wouldn't even call it a date. Like, what the hell do you deserve? Like what do you, are you serious? Like, I've been fucking you every which way since Sunday, and you expect me to be romantic with you? Like, what are you smoking? Like, who raised you? Like, and so it's just like, it's funny to me. It's funny to me. And these same girls will get all bitter and turn around and act like you treat them like shit. And, well, yeah, because you are shit. You don't deserve anything. You don't deserve to be treated romantic. You don't, and it's not about power. It's not about that the woman should have power. Like, oh, I'm a woman, I need to be winded. I mean, you could play that game, but no, it's about earning something. It's about a real relationship. It's about you being a decent human being, a decent female. So yeah, there's a million dudes out there who are going to take you on a date just because they maybe want some pussy, or they're trying to impress you because they're weak or whatever. But there's only going to be a few guys who are going to genuinely see you as a real relationship person, and they're going to, you know, have a real relationship with you based on you, you know, based on knowing that you have character, right? And you could try to fake that, but it ain't gonna last long, because who you are really comes out. And it's like, you can't, you have to, it's something you have to earn, and it just is what it is. So like, no, I'm not gonna take you on a date. No, I'm not gonna romance you for Valentine's Day. Like, you don't deserve that shit. You're just a hoe. You're a hoe in good girl's clothing. That's all. You're a, you know, you're a phony. You're a snake. Like, you suck and fuck a bunch of dudes, and then you turn around and want somebody to love you and romance you. It's like, no, you don't deserve it. And I feel sorry for anybody who gets into that type of relationship with a girl who doesn't deserve it. And it's like, I try to tell guys red flags. I try to tell guys what the red flags are. And nowadays, you can't trust them. If they're over 25, you can't trust them, man. If she's a single mother, she's got a kid, man, you can't trust these girls. You can't trust these girls. So I always tell guys, don't take girls on dates because it sends the wrong message and it gives them something that they didn't deserve, especially not the first time you hung out with them, or especially not the first date or whatever you want to call it. Never spend money. Never spend money on a girl like that because they're not special. It's just like, it's like rewarding somebody for something they don't deserve. It's like rewarding a criminal. It's like, nah. Nah, you gotta earn that shit. You want my real love, you gotta earn that shit. You want me to wine and dine you and be romantic with you and treat you sweet? Nah, you gotta earn that shit. And then it's like the irony is they'll go sleep with dudes who don't give a flying fuck about them, and then they'll turn around and they'll go, you know, try to extort the guys who are trying to actually love them to make them feel special while they're fucking dudes, you know, behind the scenes who would never even spend $3.50 on them for a burger. So, and I know because I've been that guy. So I've had girls buy me shit, take me on dates because that's how whack these girls are today. That's how retarded they are today. That's how backwards they are. They'll try to impress a guy who doesn't give a shit about them, and then they'll go and try to extort these betas for romance. Shit's retarded, man. These girls are whack. That's all I gotta say. Thanks for listening. Peace.